Greetings, Dennis Daniels here. Last time we were looking at this, we had modified the code a little bit. Here is the code. Again, I'm using a very simple text editor so that anybody who wants to could go through and write their own. Now, well, you're looking at very basic code, but in fact what we've done is modify quite a few things. Right here, we've modified this, which produces some interesting objects. So as we move the mouse, let's see, no, I don't want source code, I want the sketch. As we move the mouse changes the size of the ellipse based on the location of the mouse x coordinate, which is right here, mouse x times 1. This is the size. Alright, so for an ellipse, here are the variables, or the components, the arguments for an ellipse. Let's go to processing.js, and we go back up here, and we look at the reference. Learning to read and enjoying to read is probably one of the most important things you will need as a programmer, and if you don't enjoy reading, then you are really short-circuiting your ability to succeed economically, at least succeed legally economically. Ellipse xy width and height, so let's go ahead and add that to our notes here, because that's the definition of the ellipse. So I'm going to put that right in there and separate that. So our ellipse is x coordinate, y coordinate, width, and height. So we've modified the width. Now let's go ahead and modify the height. So what I'll do is, since we use mouse x, we'll use mouse y this time. And we can do the same thing. Mouse y times, you know what, let's try times pi, see if that works. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's fine, because it's all about testing, and that's what coding online is so nice. I mean, one of the reasons why I prefer this open processing, is because it offers you the ability to edit the sketch online in real time and test your code online and in real time, with almost no overhead except for the cost of your internet and a browser. And you should be using a modern browser like Firefox or Chrome. Internet Explorer is not for professional use, in my humble opinion, though there's plenty of people who argue against that. Fine, let them argue and make their own videos. In the meantime, let's go ahead and run our sketch. Now remember, we've modified the ellipse size right down here, mouse y times pi. It didn't complain yet, so when we run it, which we have, it didn't complain about pi. So let's see what happens. So we know that we're going to have an ellipse. Look at that. Pi really makes that ellipse enormous. So by changing pi, which is 3.17, I believe, we've made mouse y pi enormous. So let's modify that again and divide it by 8. And let's go up, stop, and now let's see what happens. Alright, so it didn't complain. And now what do we get? Well, we get an elliptical change. What's interesting, because as we move down, watch how the objects get longer, because that's the mouse y size, right? So anything up here is going to be thin and small. Anything down here is going to be long and relatively fatter. So that's just another visual example of how modifying your code, how easy it is to modify your code in real time. Here I actually divided by 8 here. And you can go through and do the same thing to your own code, which is what we will do here soon. I want to actually talk to you a little bit about some of the counter stuff down at the bottom right. Well, actually, because of the poor rendering, we can't see it. Let's see if I can get it to render properly. No, you can see that? It's just ugly. Thanks for watching, and come back for more.